What's up, everybody? I'm Michael Allen, and this is the Movie Minute. This episode of the Movie Minute, we are talking about Pixar Animation's new film, Elio. So, if you're looking for a non-spoiler review and whether Elio is worth the theater experience, tune in after the jump. This is a very interesting film because obviously Pixar just blew everybody away with Inside Out 2. I mean, it smashed every record you could think about when Disney and Pixar have kind of been on a bit of a downturn to a certain degree. Things that were questionable. I mean, Strange Worlds was questionable. Turning Red was slightly questionable, although it was very, very funny. So I went into Elio kind of wondering, what is this going to be? My expectations were definitely mixed. I mean, the trailer looked fun, but you just never know by the trailer. The film was brought to us by the same team that did Turning Red, as well as The Good Dinosaur, and so I wouldn't say their track record is perfect. The film surrounds Elio Suarez, who is a young boy who has an active imagination, who's obsessed with space and aliens and interstellar travel. He's staying with his aunt, who is an orbital analyst for the military, when they hear a mysterious signal from outer space, and Elio attempts to become the first abducted human in human history. That is the gist of the film in a nutshell without any spoilers. So, let's jump in and talk about a few of the things that I liked. So first and foremost, this film is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, huge shout out to the lighting team in this film. I mean, every single frame is beautiful. The animation is incredible. I mean, it's very unique. It has a very unique style to it, but just the lighting itself, the colors, it just pops. The whole movie pops, and I was blown away. Also, the wittiness in this film. There are so many little dialogue moments that are so good, so well written. Just the dialogue was fun. I think they really captured the essence of this kind of quirky, slightly anxious boy, and just there's a lot of moments that you just laugh out loud. Lastly, like always, in most Pixar Disney movies, the heart in this movie is so good. It just has all of those things that resonate so deeply with us as humans, like friendship and family and love. And they just did such a good job of keeping that heart solid. And I loved it. All right, so the main thing that I didn't like about this film was really the story structure. And that story structure affects several different things in the film, but directly the story structure affects the plot. This was an interesting story. I think that it felt a bit jumbled in the beginning. I don't think that they really established a solid lock on the characters. Like, I just felt like they were rushing it the whole time. Like, they didn't really let us sit and kind of explore some of these characters a little bit deeper. Another thing that story structure affected was just the depth of the plot. The story itself was kind of confusing and also had multiple moments that made very little sense. Like, they just expected you to accept that something happened and you didn't need to know why it happened. And that really affected the movie for me. I think as it got into the third act, there were several things that happened where I was like, wait, what's happening here? And there definitely were plot holes that were just very glaring in this film. And it affected my overall experience of the film because the heart was there, but there's such a big thing in movies and film is that you have to earn the audience's respect and you have to earn the emotional payoff. And I feel like they were asking us in Act 3 to have this really huge emotional payoff, but they skipped a few steps along the way, and it cheapens that experience. Another small aspect related to the story is that the character of Elio in the beginning of this film is just not very likable. But I don't think that works in a Pixar film. He's kind of an annoying kid, which just, kids can be annoying. I have 4. I get it. But in the movie, we want to be rooting for him. We want him to succeed. And I think the first 20, 25 minutes, you're just kind of annoyed at this kid. And there's no redemption for that annoyance. Like, it's kind of like, what are we learning from him being annoying? And it's just that, oh, he's just a kid. There's not really any story point to him being annoying. And it really bothered me. So from an entertainment rating, I was entertained. I laughed. I got teary-eyed. It did most of the things I wanted it to do. So it's a solid 8 out of 10 for me for entertainment. From a critic's rating, because of that story structure affecting the characters and the plot and kind of it just being a bit jumbled and thin at points, I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10 for critics rating. And that's really offset by how incredibly gorgeous the film is. So averaged out 7.5 out of 10 for Elio. And I think it's a return to form a bit for Disney Pixar. I think that obviously Inside Out 2 was great, but I think people thought, is this going to happen again with Elio? Like, are they going to be able to have a hit on their hands? I don't know if they necessarily have a hit, but they definitely are headed in the right direction. So from a badge standpoint, this film, especially for families, is absolutely worth a popcorn bucket. It's fun and it's beautiful and it's amazing to see on a big screen. This is just one of those films that you want to experience in theaters just because it is fun. At the end of the day, Elio isn't perfect, but it's a great addition to the Pixar animation library. It's fun, it's engaging, it's beautifully made, and I think most families and people and kids are going to enjoy this film, and it's worthy of a theater experience. If you like this video, like, subscribe, would love to have you on this movie journey with me. And until next time, everybody, peace out.